Cleto Escobedo is not a name everyone recognizes instantly, yet his sound has been heard by millions night after night for years. Known as a talented saxophonist and band leader for Jimmy Kimmel Live, Cleto's journey is one of quiet brilliance, deep friendship, and a lifelong passion for music that began long before the cameras rolled. His story is not just about fame. It's about the beat of loyalty, the rhythm of perseverance, and the melody of dreams that never fade. Born and raised in Las Vegas, Nevada, Cleto grew up surrounded by the colorful chaos and neon pulse of a city that never slept. In a place where music echoed through casino lounges and nightclubs, Cleto found his first connection to rhythm. His father, Cleto Escobedo Sr., was a musician himself, known and respected in the Las Vegas music circuit. From an early age, young Cleto was captivated by the way his father's saxophone could fill a room with emotion. Watching him perform inspired a lifelong desire to use music as a bridge between people, to make others feel something real through every note. Growing up in Las Vegas wasn't always easy. Beneath the glamour of the Strip was a city built on hard work and late nights, and for the Escobedo family, life revolved around rehearsals, gigs, and the constant hustle of performers' world. But it was also filled with love, laughter, and melody. Cleto spent hours listening to records, learning how each instrument added its voice to the story of a song. He was drawn to the saxophone's ability to speak without words, to express what couldn't be said. By his teenage years, he had already become an accomplished player, performing in school bands and local jazz groups, gaining confidence with every show. Around this time, fate introduced him to a boy who would become one of the most important people in his life, Jimmy Kimmel. Both were students at Ed W. Clark High School, and while one dreamed of making people laugh, and the other dreamed of making music that moved hearts, neither could have imagined that decades later they would share a stage on national television. Their friendship began with humor, shared interests, and an easy bond that comes from growing up in the same city. Cleto and Jimmy stayed in touch even as life pulled them in different directions. While Kimmel pursued his broadcasting career, starting in radio before becoming one of America's top television hosts, Cleto focused on his musical path, performing with various bands and honing his craft as a saxophonist. He played everything from jazz and funk to pop and R&B, adapting to whatever the stage demanded. His ability to blend styles, improvise with ease, and bring warmth to performances made him a favorite among musicians and audiences alike. Still, even as he played countless gigs, Cleto carried with him a memory of those early days in Vegas. The lessons learned from his father, the sound of home, and the value of staying grounded no matter how high the music climbed. When Jimmy Kimmel launched Jimmy Kimmel Live in 2003, he didn't have to look far for someone to lead the show's band. He reached out to Cleto Escobedo, his old friend from Vegas, asking if he would be part of this new adventure. It was a call that would change both their lives. Cleto accepted, and soon after, Cleto and the Cletones became the house band for one of the biggest late-night shows in America. It was more than just a gig. It was a reunion of friendship and creativity, built on mutual respect and trust. Every night, Cleto brought energy and professionalism to the stage, blending humor and musicianship in perfect sync with the tone of the show. As millions tuned in to watch celebrity interviews, sketches, and comedy segments, Cleto's music provided a heartbeat that tied it all together. His smooth saxophone lines, lively intros, and on-screen chemistry with Kimmel became a signature part of the show's identity. What made Cleto's presence so special was not only his musical talent, but also his personality. He wasn't just a background musician. He was part of the show's spirit. Kimmel often included him in jokes, conversations, and bits, making Cleto one of the few band leaders in late-night television who felt like family rather than just accompaniment. Viewers loved his calm humor, his genuine friendship with Jimmy, and the authenticity that radiated every time they interacted. In an industry often filled with egos, Cleto stood out as humble and grounded, never chasing the spotlight, yet always shining when it found him. His dedication to his craft and loyalty to his roots made him a role model for aspiring musicians everywhere. Over the years, Cleto and the Cletones played with some of the biggest names in music who appeared on the show. From rock legends to pop icons, Cleto's versatility allowed him to perform alongside artists of every genre. Whether it was a soulful ballad or an energetic funk number, he adapted effortlessly, his saxophone adding that extra layer of magic. But behind the scenes, he remained the same easygoing person, respectful, funny, and kind. Those who worked with him often described Cleto as someone who made everyone around him feel comfortable, whether they were an A-list celebrity or a stagehand setting up cables. That ability to connect through kindness mirrored the way he connected through music. Both came from a genuine place of care and authenticity. As the years went by, Cleto's story became one of quiet success. He didn't chase fame or headlines. He let his work speak for itself. His consistency and reliability became the foundation on which Jimmy Kimmel Live built its musical identity. The friendship between Kimmel and Escobedo remained strong, a rare example of loyalty lasting decades in the entertainment industry. Their on-screen banner reflected a real bond, the kind that comes only from years of shared experiences and mutual respect. Cleto's father, Cleto Escobedo Sr., even made occasional appearances on the show, further highlighting the family's deep musical heritage and a connection between generations. It was a touching reminder that behind every performer, there's a story of family, tradition, and dreams passed down through time. For Cleto, being part of Jimmy Kimmel Live wasn't just a job, it was a legacy. He represented the musicians who bring shows to life, the unsung heroes behind the scenes who make entertainment possible. He also showed that success doesn't always mean fame. Sometimes, it's about doing what you love with the people you care about. That philosophy guided him through his entire career. Even off stage, Cleto continued to perform, collaborate, and mentor younger artists, always eager to share his knowledge and passion for music. His impact extended far beyond television. It reached anyone who believed in the power of art to connect and inspire. As the show evolved over the years, Cleto adapted effortlessly to every change, from new musical trends to new formats. His versatility kept him relevant, and his positive energy kept the spirit of the show alive. In a world where many chase viral moments, Cleto's story stood out for its authenticity. He built a career on friendship, humility, and the simple joy of creating music. Fans began to recognize not just the sound of his saxophone, but the personality behind it. Online communities celebrated his performances, and his name started trending whenever he appeared in special moments on the show, proving that even those who were quietly in the background can become beloved figures in pop culture. Behind every note Cleto plays lies a lifetime of practice, patience, and passion. His story reminds us that talent may open doors, but character keeps them open. His journey from the streets of Las Vegas to one of America's most watched shows is proof that dreams can be achieved without losing one's roots. In an industry often defined by fleeting fame, Cleto Escobedo stands as a timeless example of loyalty, craft, and grace. Whether leading the band on national television or performing in intimate jazz venues, he brings the same dedication and joy to his work. That's what makes him special. His ability to remain true to himself while inspiring countless others. Today, as Cleto trends across the internet, people are rediscovering the man behind the music. Not just a saxophonist on late-night TV, but the son, the friend, the artist, and a human being who has quietly shaped modern entertainment. His name trending is not just about recognition. It's about appreciation, a collective acknowledgement of years of contribution, consistency, and creativity. Fans new and old are celebrating his journey, sharing clips of his performances, and expressing admiration for his easygoing charm. In an age of fast fame, Cleto's enduring relevance shows that authenticity never goes out of style. The beauty of Cleto Escobedo's story lies in its simplicity. It's not a tale of scandal or spectacle. It's the story of a man who followed his passion, stayed loyal to his friends, and built a life filled with music and meaning. He embodies the idea that success is not measured by how loud you are, but by how deeply your work resonates. Through his saxophone, Cleto tells a story every night, one of warmth, soul, and humanity. And as his music continues to echo through living rooms across America, it reminds us that the best kind of fame is a kind that's earned quietly, with heart and honesty. As the spotlight shines on Cleto once again, perhaps this moment serves as a reminder of what really matters in entertainment. The people behind the laughter, behind the melodies, behind the moments that make us feel alive. Cleto Escobedo may not seek the center stage, but the world is finally recognizing the rhythm he's been playing all along. His journey, From a young boy in Las Vegas dreaming of music to a celebrated musician on one of the biggest stages in television, is more than just a career. It's a symphony of life, a story of dedication, friendship, and the power of staying true to your roots. And that, in the end, is the kind of story that deserves to trend.